Hi guys, Andrew Davidson here, and welcome back to another As Per My Ability video. Now for those of you that don't know, I love history. I love American history. I love civilizations. I love the Greeks, the Romans. I actually have a bachelor's in history from a teacher that I really respect, Dr. Varney, so shout out to you in this video, Dr. Varney. But since I've graduated and I have my bachelor's in history, I've still continued to find certain things interesting, certain parts of history interesting, certain events in history interesting. So I decided to create a little video series, and this will be the first one in probably a couple. And the point of the series is it's going to be called History in Board Games. And what I'm going to do in these videos is I'm going to be basically showing off two things. One will be a board game, and the other will be something that I've either been reading, listening to, like a podcast, or maybe a TV show or a movie. So I'll be basically recommending two things that will couple together, that revolve around some sort of historical period, maybe a figure in history, something like that. And so for the first video, I've been listening to an audiobook about the electricity wars. Now, for those of you that don't know, there's a guy named Nikola Tesla and Thomas Edison, and they both were kind of trying to create electricity. There was DC and AC, DC being on the Edison camp and AC being in the Tesla camp. And these two people were both really got kind of nasty, trying to fight over how the electricity would be used, where the patents would be. In fact, Tesla was even thrown out of the country due to a smear campaign that Thomas Edison set up, which is why we have DC current over AC. And so most of you people probably heard AC/DC, the band, which comes from AC current, DC current. And so I've been listening to an audiobook that you can check out right here. You can search it up on Amazon and kind of listen and get a little bit of the historical context between what was going on between these two figures in their camps, as far as them kind of fighting over whose version of electricity is going to be popular and used and well known, which one is more efficient and whatnot. And so you can go ahead and search that up on Amazon. That's what I've been listening to, and I highly recommend it. And I'm going to pair it with a board game, like I said, and the board game is Tesla versus Edison. In Tesla versus Edison, it is a two-player game. It is by Artana Casual, which is the company. It's a two-player game where one player is going to take on the role of Tesla, and the other player takes on the role of Thomas Edison. And in the game, you're going to basically be trying to have influence over three different spots on the board. So you have three different cities, and the more influence that you play on your side of the city, the more that city is going to be converted to using your type of electricity. And so it's kind of a push and pull. There's three different cities. You want to try to win the majority on most of them. There's different rounds, and within each round, you kind of stop and do a little bit of an assessment, and based on where you're at, we'll give you different things throughout the game. It feels pretty historical. In fact, a lot of the cards, probably can't see it, but a lot of the cards that you draft and that you use are actual people from the time period: Walker, Westinghouse, Thomas Edison. They're all real people. This game is a really cool two-player back and forth, like most of them are, trying to do an area control over different cities. There's also another board that you can kind of mitigate some things with. And I thought it was pretty cool. So this is a really good pairing, considering the name of it is Tesla versus Edison. And so if it's something that you find interesting, I'd recommend that you just check out the audiobook that I've been listening to and check out this game that I've been playing. And so that's the history in board games. I will see you guys all at the next video. Thanks for watching.